Before you spend another $30 or $40 on a liver detox, look at what may already be sitting in your kitchen. A $1 jar of ordinary powder has been linked in large human studies with better long-term liver outcomes. It is not milk thistle. It is not a rare herb. It is instant coffee. But coffee does not literally wash toxins out of your liver. The real science is more interesting and far more useful. After 60, it is understandable to worry about the liver. Perhaps a blood test showed an elevated liver enzyme. Perhaps an ultrasound mentioned fatty liver. Or perhaps you simply want to protect an organ that has processed food, medicines, alcohol, and environmental chemicals for decades. Then the advertisements appear. Flush your liver. Remove toxins. Repair years of damage. The bottles often contain milk thistle, vitamins, or complicated herbal blends, and the monthly cost can become difficult to justify on a fixed income. But the liver is not a dirty kitchen filter that needs to be scrubbed with a capsule. It is a living organ. It processes nutrients, breaks down many medicines, produces bile, and changes substances so the body can remove them. No drink or supplement performs a magical overnight cleanse. Milk thistle has been studied for several liver conditions, but the clinical evidence remains conflicting or too limited to prove a dependable benefit. Welcome to Apex Ledger, where we replace expensive promises with calm, practical evidence. The inexpensive kitchen powder is plain, instant coffee. Coffee is more than caffeine. It contains natural compounds, including chlorogenic acids and other polyphenols. Researchers are investigating how these compounds may influence oxidative stress, inflammation, insulin sensitivity, and the handling of fat inside the liver. Think of the liver as a busy recycling center. Every day, trucks arrive carrying nutrients, medicines, hormones, and waste products. Coffee does not sweep the entire center clean. Instead, its compounds may help some of the machinery work under less metabolic stress. The strongest human evidence does not show that coffee removes a mysterious pile of electrons. It shows an association between regular coffee drinking and lower rates of several serious liver outcomes. In one large UK biobank study, researchers followed almost 500,000 adults for a median of more than 10 years. Compared with non-coffee drinkers, coffee drinkers had lower rates of chronic liver disease and fatty liver-related outcomes. They also had a lower risk of death from chronic liver disease. The association appeared with ground, decaffeinated, and, importantly, instant coffee. That makes instant coffee interesting for people who want something inexpensive, fast, and widely available. But the study was observational. Researchers watched what happened in people's lives. They did not randomly assign 500,000 people to drink coffee. Coffee drinkers may differ from non-drinkers in other ways, so this research cannot prove that instant coffee alone caused the lower risk. Other research has also linked coffee consumption with lower risks of liver scarring, cirrhosis, and liver cancer. There are several possible explanations. Coffee compounds may help reduce oxidative stress, the chemical wear created when unstable molecules damage cells. They may influence inflammatory signals and support insulin sensitivity. This matters because insulin resistance can encourage excess fat to collect in the liver. Over time, liver fat may be followed by inflammation and, in some people, scar tissue called fibrosis. Coffee may be one small factor that supports a more favorable metabolic environment. It is not a cure. It cannot reverse advanced cirrhosis. It cannot treat viral hepatitis, and it cannot cancel the effects of heavy alcohol use. There is also a difference between coffee types. Ground coffee generally contains more of certain compounds called cafestol and kaweol. Instant coffee contains less of them, yet favorable associations have still been observed with instant coffee. Decaffeinated coffee has also shown favorable associations. This suggests that caffeine is probably not the whole story. The honest conclusion is this: plain coffee may be a low-cost, supportive habit for liver health, but it does not replace diagnosis, treatment, or the lifestyle changes that matter most. Here is a cautious way to use it. If you do not already drink coffee, begin with 1 small cup in the morning. Place approximately 1 level teaspoon of plain instant coffee in a cup. Add about 8 ounces, or 240 milliliters, of hot water. Check the label because strength and caffeine content vary. Drink it with breakfast or after food if coffee irritates your stomach. Do not turn it into a dessert. Large amounts of sugar, flavored syrup, whipped cream, or sweetened creamer add calories that may work against metabolic and liver health. A small amount of ordinary milk is reasonable if you tolerate it. Stay with 1 cup for several days. Notice your sleep, heartbeat, digestion, reflux, anxiety, and, if you monitor it, blood pressure. If you tolerate it well and your healthcare professional has no concerns, a second small cup earlier in the day may be reasonable. Do not chase the highest number used in a population study. Your age, medicines, heart rhythm, blood pressure, sleep, bladder symptoms, and caffeine sensitivity all matter. For many adults over 60, 1 or 2 modest cups is more practical than suddenly drinking 3 or 4. Try to finish caffeinated coffee by noon, or at least 8 hours before bedtime, if your sleep is fragile. If caffeine causes shaking, anxiety, a rapid heartbeat, reflux, headaches, or insomnia, reduce the amount or try plain decaffeinated instant coffee. Do not combine coffee with energy drinks or concentrated caffeine powders. And never use coffee to treat an abnormal liver test without first finding out why that test is abnormal. The most effective liver support routine is larger than 1 cup. Limit or avoid alcohol according to your medical advice. Walk regularly and include strength exercise when appropriate. If you have excess weight and fatty liver, gradual weight loss can reduce liver fat and inflammation. Manage blood sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol with your healthcare team. Review medicines and supplements with a doctor or pharmacist. For 2 weeks, keep a simple record. Write down how much coffee you drink, what you add, your sleep quality, and any symptoms. You will not feel your liver being cleansed after a cup. Possible benefits would develop through long-term patterns, not an immediate sensation. Always consult your doctor before changing your routine, especially if you take medication or have liver disease, an irregular heartbeat, uncontrolled blood pressure, severe reflux, anxiety, or chronic insomnia. Seek medical care if you develop yellow skin or eyes, dark urine, pale stools, persistent vomiting, increasing abdominal swelling, confusion, vomiting blood, or black stools. Those are not problems for a kitchen remedy. The lesson is not that instant coffee performs a magical detox. It is that a cheap, unsweetened cup may have more human liver research behind it than many costly cleanse capsules. Have you been buying milk thistle or liver detox products? And do you drink regular, instant, or decaffeinated coffee? Share your experience in the comments below. For more calm, affordable, science-based health guidance after 50, consider liking this video and subscribing to Apex Ledger. Your liver does not need a miracle cleanse. It needs fewer harmful burdens and better habits repeated consistently.